Welcome back to Batman Arkham Asylum Part 2, and today we'll head off to fight Victor Zsaz, a villain that's introduced, I would say it's probably one of the early villains that was entered the comics not too long ago. Uh, his thing is that he keeps a tally of all the people he has killed on his body. So everyone he's killed, he just sticks a knife on him and carves a number on it for him. Yeah, Batman has a lot of crazy villains that he has. In fact, Batman's more psychological villains. Has more psychological villains than most any other comics I've read. So, what's your experience with Batman, Cole? Did you watch the animated series, or
No.
yeah? Maybe that'd be something that we'd do at one point in time. We'll watch the series. What about Adam West Batman?
Yeah.
So you watch Adam West.
Yes.
Is that your favorite Batman and whatnot?
One I really know for sure.
So you haven't watched any Burton or Schumacher,
No.
Nolan,
No.
The Batman,
No.
Brave and the Bold,
No.
Beware of the Batman?
No.
So you haven't seen any, have you read any comic books? No. So your only exposure to Batman is the Adam West Batman?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything do you even like Batman, care for Batman, or
Yeah. It's my favorite superhero.
it's your favorite superhero, even though you don't watch much of it or read any of the comic books?
No, I'm not that big fan of superheroes in general, but Batman is my favorite.
Well, what is it about Batman that you like?
Well, there's a lot of things, but I guess one of the first reasons was, of all the superheroes I saw, he was the first one who didn't have powers, and I thought that was cool. Even though there's a lot of them, he was just the first I saw.
He's just the first that you.
Yeah. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah, he's not the only one, like
Yeah.
Green Arrow and whatnot. And then, yeah. I think that's probably my main reason why I liked him. It's my first reason why I liked him when I was a kid. Is Batman is pretty much is a human being. That is pretty much his superpower is that he's a millionaire slash billionaire. That's any of his superpowers or whatnot. But yeah, personally, out of the animated series, while it had a lot of good episodes that I remember watching and still remember to this day, I think my favorite thing is Mask of the Phantasm. Still probably one of my favorite Batman animated series that they did. It's probably I think it's definitely my most favorite Batman movie compared. Even though I do like a lot of Burton's movies, I do like The Dark Knight from the Nolan films. I do, like I said, have a secret like for Forever, even though it's not very good. I do like Forever from the Colors, the Jim Carrey and whatnot. I don't really care for Val Kilmer's Batman. And Tommy Lee Jones is just, to me, I never get past Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, because I always know it's Tommy Lee Jones as a straight-faced, stone-faced actor from Men in Black and Bringing Down the House or something like that, and stuff like that, where he doesn't show a lot of emotion. It just shows a stone face and let the comedy do that. So when he was starting to do like crazy Two-Face, be kooky and whatnot, it just was always weird. It's always weird to me seeing that even years later. It was weird to me as a kid, and it's just weird to me now as an adult. It just doesn't seem right. I don't know why. And that's the best way I can say it. The less we talk about Batman and Robin, the better. Because I didn't even as a kid, I don't really like it. And I don't blame the actors and whatnot that's in the film. I don't blame George Clooney, because I think he's a good actor. I liked him in Old Brother Where Art Thou. I just think that Clooney needs to have some. I think he's a good actor. I think he just needs a good writer. He's not gonna be someone who can get it, even if he's stuck with a bad, a bad writer or a bad director or whatnot. He can make the good out of the situation. I think he's only as good as the director and the writer that he's provided with. That he's also good. The only, I do like Uma Thurman and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And in fact, I think the only person I think I do like in that movie was Arnold Schwarzenegger. And not because of the bad ice puns he does the entire movie. I think of all the actors that was in there, I think he was definitely the one who was having the most fun while making that movie. Because I think nobody really every actor in there kind of didn't really care to be in it. But Arnold, to me, I think even as I would say it was around my later years when I had to watch it again, I felt as though Arnold was the only one who was having fun with the idea that he was in. Boom. But I wouldn't watch Batman Robin. That's not a very good Batman film. Yeah, even I think the Adam West had more serious moments than Batman and Robin. You can take Adam West more seriously in that compared to that and Forever. You can even say, I'll even say Burton, even though I like the Burton film. I think, it's just, Burton films may have a darker, blacker, some black colors and whatnot, but it's not too far off from the Adam West series. It still uses set designs and stuff like that. Now, here's something that, now it's back to the game. Here's something that you get to do after you level up. You get to upgrade some of your techniques and stuff like that, and the equipment and whatnot. First thing I always go for is the inverted takedown. I always go for that one first, as my first level up. And then usually I kind of just do the combo things next, and maybe an HP in here. Depends on if I think it's for whatever reason if things don't pan out too well, then I'll start getting HP and whatnot. But I usually do the upgrades to the weapons, usually. Especially like the radio frequency and the explosive deal. I kind of get them as soon as it becomes available to me. But that's later down the road. As we head down this hallway here. And just to spoil it now, this is probably... At first it wasn't too bad, but this boss fight is something we're gonna see a lot in this game. And that's the one disappointment I have with this game, is the boss battles. All the boss battles, with the exception of 2 villains here, are the exact same thing. Even the final boss, I'll ruin it right now. It's just pretty much the exact same thing that we're fighting now. Right here. Unfortunately. So what you're seeing is pretty much what we're going to be seeing a lot in this playthrough. Is this boss here. Except for 2, we'll get to it later and whatnot. But yeah. This here is a non-winnable fight. You just stall as long as you can until the game decides to keep on going. I'm not sure if it's set for a set time and whatnot, or you have to do something like do a certain amount of damage, or is there a time limit, but I keep thinking it's different all the time. It's just rinse and repeat. This boss battle is when he screams like that, get ready to charge, you throw your battle ring, you need to move out of the way. He runs into the wall, and you go run and punch him as hard as you can. And after he gets his consciousness back, he hits the ground for a shockwave move. And rinse and repeat until he goes down. In later fights, you will get a health bar from this enemy to know how much you're doing to him. But, after a while, this, City does fix this problem for boss fights, which I'm glad to say right now that it does. But for Arkham Asylum, yeah, this is probably the most disappointing thing about this game. While I do like this game, it's one of the things I just don't. I did not like. I wish they put a little bit more focus on, but later games come and fix that problem. I'm glad to say. And now he starts to heart attack. And now for the most, the one thing I think they should have done was have Joker just leave in the background, because this scene it's just pointless to do. Even though the scene before, he put out a battering and threw him before it got out of the way. Joker asked him to do it again, he doesn't do it. Even though the scene before shows him he did it without a second thought anyway. It would have made more sense to me if the Joker just left during the fireball. While you were taking care of the guy, not let Joker escape. Because to me, that's not Batman. Batman wouldn't let Joker just go away and not do anything.
Batman, I'm over here.
Yeah. That's just one of the few moments I have with this game where I'm looking and go, that's not Batman.
Get in here before more of them come.
Batman probably would have thrown him, knocked him out, and if he was falling, he would still be caught him.
I dragged Jerry in here.
To me, that's just not Batman. Even though Paul Dini was the writer from the animated series, and there was a lot of stuff he did in the animated series, I thought it was cool, and it still has some of the best writing, even by today's standards. Still has better writing than what most things comes out today, but yeah, I get they want to prolong it, but to me, it would have made more sense if while you were fighting this thing, Joker was escaping. To me, sitting there having a monologue and whatnot, but I don't know. That doesn't seem like Batman to me. Let him escape, just so for him to think he can catch him later. But yeah, it was one thing he was distracted with that boss fight while he was escaping. That would have been one thing. But Joker's still standing there while he's fighting it, and then when you defeat it, then he runs away. Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Transport system is down. Best I can do is open the door to the I should go back.
So with that, now we gotta go rescue Commissioner Gordon. Now he's been taken out by a defector of the GCPD. So we're heading on off to find something. We need to find clues of what may happen, where Commissioner Gordon might be at.
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
As we were talking to Oracle here, which is Barbara Gordon, to James Gordon's daughter, who is also Batgirl in the comics. Which at this point, Oracle, unfortunately, which suggests the Killing Joke storyline has happened, where Oracle becomes, wheelchair bound, unfortunately, due to the, to help strengthen the hatred between Joker and Batman, even though Joker does not know that Barbara Gordon was Batgirl. It was more to get to James Gordon more than Batman. It just happened to affect Batman at the same time. Which to me, that sounds about right. Joker's dark humor is more the unintentional than him being intentional. And Falcon kick to the side. It's one thing I like about this game. When it slows down the final hit, it always looks cool. Never get tired of looking at that. But now we're gonna do something, which you can probably call bullshit on, but we're gonna track alcohol, his breath of alcohol, and when we'll follow that trail of alcohol in the next part on part 3 of Batman: Arkham Asylum.